Yeah, everybody. Hello. Time for Sunday. Sunday is the day of Madden NFL football, and then later on this evening, talk radio. So, um, and sometimes I do Dandy's World later in the night after talk radio, but I don't know if I'm going to do Dandy's World tonight or not. I don't know. We'll see. All you Dandy's World fans out there. Uh, hello, Froggy. Somebody watching named Froggy. I like that. You jump across the highway like Frogger or something. Anyways, but yeah, this is Madden NFL, and then later tonight will be talk radio, and then maybe some Danny's Rule. We'll see what happens. See how I'm feeling. See what's going on. All that stuff. The wife tried to keep me captive because she wanted help because she's not feeling well. I was like, I gotta do a live stream. She's like, don't understand. Your wife needs help. As you see, I got away, but you know. Now, anyways, and like I always try to say, the donation goal down here. You can go to my website, the streaming website, and Streamlabs. So the QR code up in the corner over there will take you to where you can donate. Also, in the description of this video, where it says support my stream, you can go and check it out. Buy merchandise or donate some money to my little goal, because I'm trying to get a business going. So, you know, I'm trying to make some money to get a business going, to build the money, to get more money. I sound like a dork. Anyways, let's get into some football. So, as you see, it says week 18 here. So we go to play the season game, get it all set up. Then, like after the game, let me see. Let me switch over to the football game here. That way I can do that. Week 18. We got Bengals versus Browns. Both Ohio teams. Gotta love that. But my Browns are going to be Portland Snowhawks next season. So I'm moving them out of Ohio because Ohio sucks. Much love to all the folks I know in Ohio, but Ohio sucks. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the mic on until the game gets going, and then I will mute it so you can just watch the game without my mouth being involved. But the next season, I will start doing where my videos, like I put the little video on there of me talking about the game as it's being played and kind of be like color commentator kind of thing, you know. Anyways, watch the opening intro here.
See Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week,
after the kickoff, sorry about that.
If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but
that was a goof. I meant to do something else, but there's the kickoff anyway.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that.
Try it this time and see how it goes. Okay, so pull this up. And then do this, go slow, and then to the end of the game, and then you just watch the game, so y'all enjoy.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
I think I forgot to turn the mic off, so it's okay.
And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it's hard to set it up for the mic's off because, you know, it's kind of like, but I'll try to be quiet during the game.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Actually, I can fix that real fast. We can have a little.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish
after
some
this play.
I think so. And gets
and then I'll fix it.
Involved.
Go
They
quick.
feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That way y'all don't have to hear my ass but rambling. Or any other rambling that might go on in the house here, you know. So, let's get over here. Turn off the mic. I'll be back later.
Here we go. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, here's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the... And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. First down, they'll run with Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns. Touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here we go. First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. And this one is incomplete.
A good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On first down, Felton, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give right side. Felton. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A carry here for Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. 7 yards to pick up there. On second down now, Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From midfield now, Burrow. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Elliott in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield down. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over to Hooper on the sideline. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. On the handoff, it's Evans. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They go play action with Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gostkowski for the point after. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. Touchdown, Browns! Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Mayfield looks to throw. That one caught by Felton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head through Delaware and up to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. also wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Mayfield now from the 50. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he floated one out there, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield with it once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. the draw. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Down. Here's Burrow. Caught right side Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To the air again, Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught by Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Sample, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cleveland offense making their way out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being...
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Harkey adds the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. score. It's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, Felton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. This is the fullback, Janovich. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield and coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bengals set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Burrow down around his goal line. This one hauled in by Sample. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Williams loses the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Bengals getting set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Burrow on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Finding Williams once more, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Burrow. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught by Tate. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give to the fullback on the dive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a second down. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Janovich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the left side. Felton, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now Mayfield. That one caught by Felton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. We saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Browns, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping.
Well, I don't know about
And that's to close the game, everybody. I unmuted right now so I could talk to you. And the game was over. Cleveland Browns won. Not by much, but they won. Which I think they go into the playoffs now. I think they will be part of the playoffs. So let's advance a week and see what happens. Yes, they are in the playoffs, the wild card playoff versus the Las Vegas Raiders next week. Next Sunday, Las Vegas Raiders versus Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns made the playoffs. Next season, they will be the Portland Snowhawks. So it's going to be a change next year. But, you know, it's all good in the hood. Biscuits and gravy sauce and candy popcorn or something.
Actually, you should make biscuits and gravy for dinner.
I don't got stuff for biscuits and gravy for dinner. I'm making corn dogs and tater tots. Anyways, I will talk to you all next week for the next episode of Madden 22, NFL Madden 22. Even though I had people like complaining that it was Madden 22, and I was like, so? Who cares? Same football game, whatever. But anyways, I'll see you later in a little while for talk radio episode. And I may go Dandy World Live. I had some people asking about it on the chat. So, you know. And I know I got a decent little following of Dandy's World folks. So I might go live later on with Dandy's World. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'll see you next week on Madden NFL. And I'll see you later tonight with Talk Radio and possibly Dandy's World. So, much love.